Hello, this is Devin Easterlin. I'm part of your team here at SJA Property Management. Let me first say thank you for being a client of SJA's. We really appreciate that and we value the trust you put in us to manage your property. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about SJA's process for doing a move out, what entails and what you can expect now that your property is at that point in the management cycle. So first, when a tenant provides us with a notice to vacate, we then will give them detailed instructions in writing and with videos about what they need to do in order to move out effectively and meet all of our expectations. So that will go over cleaning expectations, carpet, how they handle the keys, what can be left behind, what can't, when they need to vacate, and all of those type of things. So that's our first step. Once they've vacated the property, then we'll go out there and we'll do a very detailed walkthrough of the property. We take lots and lots of pictures, we document everything, we do an electronic report, and we make sure that the properties, that we really have all the documentation necessary for us to be able to turn that property. Once we've done that walkthrough, then we'll start to schedule the maintenance and repair any damage that we see at the property. So we break this up into two separate categories. You have the damage that needs to be addressed, and then you have the ongoing preventative maintenance that needs to happen to the property to keep the asset in very good condition, not let that erode over time. So typically those are split into two categories. Some of the damage can be attributed to the tenant, provided that the damage exceeded normal wear and tear. So normal wear and tear is the legal standard, which means that a tenant can use the property. If a tenant uses the property as a normal tenant would, that type of damage you cannot charge for. However, there are other damages that you can charge for, such as dirt isn't considered normal wear and tear. Putting holes in the wall is not normal wear and tear. Staining the carpet is not normal wear and tear. Things that would be considered normal wear and tear are small smudges on the wall, worn carpet, worn veneer on cabinets, things like that. So we make that determination. We'll also go through and figure out what type of maintenance needs to be done to the home. So we'll go through if the furnaces haven't been serviced in the past couple of years, we'll get that scheduled. We'll make sure all the locks have been changed so that you're secure and you don't have any liability associated with that. We'll go through and see if the smoke detectors are up to code, if they are not expired, those type of things. So typically at the end of that process, we'll have a list of damages that are associated with the tenant and the ones that they're going to be responsible. And they'll have a list for things that need to be done to the property that are going to be an owner expense. We'll then reach out to you and share our findings with you, especially if any of the damage that we see or the maintenance necessary exceeds the authorized repair limit. We then put together a security deposit disposition, which we send to the tenants within 21 days of them moving out. We're required to do that by law. We will charge them for any damage that they committed to the property that exceeded normal wear and tear. On your statement, you will notice that all of the charges are going to be showing up as an expense on your statement. A lot of those will be reimbursed to you once we transfer over the tenant's security deposit amount for the things that the tenant is responsible for. So please make sure that you're aware of that and you understand that all of the vendors that we send out to do work on the property will show up on the owner's statement because everything goes through the owner's account, and then you will see a distribution into that account from the tenant's security deposit for the things that were the tenant's responsibility. So that's the basics of how we handle our move-outs. We do a very good job. We really protect your interests and make sure that if there are any challenges, we have all the documentation, and we really want to make your property as in good a condition as we possibly can so we can find a new tenant very quickly and we can preserve the value of your asset. But if you have any questions on this at all, please feel free to reach out to your property manager and they can walk you through all these steps. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for being a client of SJ. We really appreciate it.